I want to add another way of thinking about the number of ways you can visit a certain number of classrooms. The idea is exactly the same as if you are pulling Scrabble tiles out of a bag, say, and how many different orders can you get them into. So, for example, if I was to pull 5 tiles out of a bag, that would be one order that I could do. I'll put them back in the bag and I'll pull them out one by one again. And the act of pulling out each one is the same as the act of visiting a classroom each in turn. So we're going to take it right back to 2 classrooms, or 2 tiles being pulled out of the bag. Now, if I was pulling 2 tiles out of the bag, there's only 2 ways to do it. I can do that, A-E, or I can do that, E-A. So for 2 tiles, I've got 2 ways to pull them out of the bag. So I'm going to add another tile into the bag now, an R. So if I've got the 3 tiles in the bag, so I pull out the R first, then I know that there are 2 ways to pull out the other 2 tiles. So I can have R-E-A or R-A-E. So there's 2 ways starting with R. And then of course I could do 2 ways starting with A, because A-R-E or A-E-R. So basically there's 3 tiles now that I can pull out of the bag first, and each time after those 3 tiles there's 2 ways. So 3 times 2 is 6. So 2 times 3 equals 6 ways I can pull these 3 tiles out of the bag, 3 unique words. So then I add another tile into the bag, and if I pull that tile out first, that's one possibility. Now these 3 tiles, well, I actually already know there's 6 different ways to pull these 3 tiles out of the bag. So I'm going to have F and then 6 possible words then. If I pull the R out of the bag first, well, I know there's going to be 6 again, 6 ways of pulling those out of the bag. So there's 4 different tiles that I can pull out of the bag first, and then each time it's the 6. That's 6 there. So for 4, I've got 2 times 3, that's the 6, times 4, which is equal to 24 different ways of pulling these 4 tiles out of the bag. So if I add in a D, I can pull a D out first, and then, oh wow, I already know that there are 24 ways of pulling these 4 tiles out of the bag. That's going to give me 24 different words here. Say I put F first, then there's going to be another 24. And in fact, there's going to be 5 different tiles that I can pull out of the bag first, and then each time there's 24 ways after that. So 5, I've got 2 times 3 times 4 times 5, which equals 120 different ways of pulling these out of the bag. And don't forget, the 120 different ways of pulling these out of the bag is the same as the 120 different ways of visiting those classrooms in order. And that there is the 5 factorial that we're looking for.